get into the NCAA tournament by any means necessary.
And this is it right here. This is USC's means.
This is it.
The winner to play Arizona State for the championship tomorrow afternoon. USC in the red. Aboya and Gibson face to face. Collison guarding Hackett. Great spin blow by, but then Hackett didn't make the layup.
Get into the. That's what makes UCLA one of the more efficient offensive basketball teams in the entire country. Ever since he has been inserted into the starting lineup, Nikola Dragic.
They become shooters. UCLA led the Pac-10 in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. Ship shooting well, and Michael Rowe in the game off the bench shooting well.
When your four-man can shoot like that from the outside, it stretches the defense, it opens up penetration, driving lanes for Darren Collison, Josh Shipp.
Long rebound.
That's what made the game to seal the deal for the Sun Devils and get them into the Pacific Life Pac-10 championship.
For those of you keeping score at home now, we do have a foul on Taj Gibson. Earlier, that foul was in dispute. It is charged to Gibson. USC volleyballs and
game this season, but over the last two games, I'm starting to understand what all the hype was about. The defensive job on Jerome Randall, what he's done against Darren Collison here early.
Vucevic with the rebound. Hackett on the miss.
You throw in Lorenzo Mata into that mix with the Bruins lost on the interior. And yeah, James Keefe has had his moments, and Nikola Dragic is a perimeter guy who has tried to at least battle on the inside, but other than that, it's been all out for the boy.
Meanwhile, Shipp picking up the scoring. 7 straight Shipp points, keeping the Bruins within 5 of the Trojans. Just backing Collison in.
Bullen right over and through Darren Collison. Tough matchup for DC to have to try and read by, once again, I'm saying that name over and over again, Marcus Simmons making his impact felt on a basketball game 2 nights in a row.
Lewis, after the hot start, he made his first 4 shots, and he has been silent since then. Pass got through Michael Rowe's arms. The goal, and Hackett goes all the way.
Daniel Hackett again, bullying his way to the basket, spinning off of contact, and actually SC kind of
sub for Tim Floyd in the second half. Vucevic in.
Going with his triathletes, the Iron Man, as he did last night for long stretches.
Hackett in the lane. Well, Hackett's made 2 hoops here in the last few moments. Sub, and understand that before last night and USC's first game in this tournament, as Hackett goes, Hackett leans, and Hackett shuffles. We'll go back to Marcus Simmons' point when we come back. But here's Daniel Hackett, the leader for USC, their junior guard. He scored 2 big hoops to give the Trojans a 7-point lead. And understanding about 8 screens from Aboya.
Well, again, another empty offensive possession. You're forcing guys other than Shipp and Collison to take shots. USC is, and so far Drew Holiday has not been able to deliver.
Hackett got in the lane. We're thinking about 8 rebound, USC. UCLA, the #1 shooting team in the Pac-10 as Collison's called for the foul. UCLA in the Pac-10 this year shot 50.6% from the floor, leading the conference. 29.4 tonight.
And Darren Collison, and this is kind of reminiscent of his play against the bigger guards from Memphis, Chris Douglas-Roberts and Derrick Rose last year in the Final Four, where you had those big, long, strong, quick-footed guards D'ing him up, tough to keep out of the paint at the offensive end. And that's what Hackett and Marcus Simmons both to kind of bring to the table for USC.
That's big. USC has had a very poor second half at the foul line. That's the last 1-and-1 that USC will shoot.
And you know, talking to Bob Cantu yesterday before the Cal game, he talked about playing small by starting Marcus Simmons instead of a Keith Wilkinson or another bigger four player, even a Leonard Washington. But you know, it's going small on paper only, because you get Simmons against Collison at the point guard position, and DeRozan becomes your four, who's a great rebound.
Rebound floor right now. Jeremy Anderson's out there for UCLA.
And you know, Collison took that hard.
7 turnovers. Daniel Hackett has had 7 as well.
Yeah.
We're told it is a season high for Collison. Let me check here. Collison had an 8 turnover game at Washington last year.